So I added another bulb here in parallel. So it's at the end of this coil. The other end of that coil is totally open. The other end of that coil is totally open, although it's got a diode soldered to it. And this is my LEDs. And I can touch them and they become brighter. If I take and add another bulb here, then my first bulb's dim, but my natural voltage collected goes up. These are across the capacitors, and more capacitance, the higher the voltage is too, which is kind of strange considering where it's connected. So all of these go to the anode of the diode, and then the cathode of the diode is ground and the coil, the grenade coil. And then the other end is, well, it goes to the capacitors. That end of the coil does. And when I add another bulb, the power level goes down. So then I can turn up a couple volts and get extra, voltage at the same current. Which is kind of strange, just adding this parallel bulb from the open antenna to the diode to the coil, to ground. Well, really, the diode to capacitors, and then the capacitor draws on this end of the coil, which then goes to ground, or goes directly to ground. I don't know, it's kind of strange. It's not very much output, this isn't a lot of amps on these capacitors at this voltage. But it is essentially double the input voltage with top loads lit. I can probably turn those up some. This says 20 volts and 300 milliamps, and those are blinding. And the transistor is cool, actually, at that power level. My Casher transistor, it looks like kind of that. And so that's 7 watts total, driving all that. No, 6. And a cool Casher. And I went to loose coupling, because I saw this other video today.